Hi guys, welcome back to All Things Wholesome. This is a channel where we discuss all things that teaches about money skills. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a follow-up on what happened after I've obtained my RE5 certificates, because I did a video, I think 2024, where I shared my journey towards obtaining my RE5 certificate, and I got it. And then from there on I went quiet. So right now I feel like I'm in a better position to have a conversation or discussion about what happened after, whether I was able to transition from the engineering industry to the financial industry. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video, and this is just a casual video. It's just conversation. It's not really a formal video, my formal video, the ones that I always do. So yeah, let's dive deeper into what happened. After I obtained my RE5 certificates in May 2024, I started applying for financial advisor roles, because that's the role that I felt like was more aligned to me because of the videos that I do, obviously. So also, I just want to talk about this. I didn't understand the financial advisor role well until I went into an interview where they broke down what the role entails. I never thought that it is associated with sales. I just thought that I give financial education, so it's basically the same thing. It is the same thing, but I never expected the part of sales where you have to go out there and look for clients and all that. So okay, that was not a problem. So let's fast forward. 2024 August, I got an interview with a reputable company, and I went into the interview. I was ready. I think I nailed the interview because the lady didn't even dive deeper into the interview questions. She was like, we are going to have a conversation. I just want to know, why do you want to move from engineering to being a financial advisor and all that? And then I explained. Part of it was me being passionate about finances and all that. So from that question, she was like, please go and think about this, because that's when then she broke down the role for me, what I was going to be doing. And this was a commission based role. There's no basic except for maybe the first 3 months when you are starting. So this was a huge decision that I had to make, given that I am in the engineering industry. I have debt. I'm used to getting paid every month, the same amount. This was different. That's the reason why I say I had a big decision to make. I just needed to think about it. So she was like, you got the job, but because I understand, because I also come from a salary-based job, so you need to really think about it. She shared her side of the story, what happened to her and all that. And yeah, so yeah, when I sat down and I thought about the things that I had to, my responsibilities, my financial commitments, I was like, no, I cannot, not now. I couldn't take the offer, so I just emailed her and I told her that I can't accept the offer because I have debts and all that. I just gave her the reasons why, and I never got a response. But I think she just knew, because I went into this so naive. I think I had my issues again in my workplace, so I was just but yeah, that was my decision. I decided to just let the opportunity go, and yeah, so I continued working in the engineering industry up until I got another job in the same industry, like engineering. And then And then things happened, and I was now um, back at home. As I did a video that I'm 30 and I'm back at home and I'm jobless and all that. So yeah, now that I'm unemployed, I was like, you know what? Now I have nothing to lose, so I'm willing to apply for these financial advisor roles, because now I really want to learn. I have the time. As I did mention on those previous videos, that now I made sure that I was not taking on any debt, so I was now in a good position to get a commission-based role. So I started again applying, and when I got responses from the same company, the first company, and then the other second company. So I was like, so I got interviews for both of those, for two companies at the same time, almost like the same day. So I was like, you know what, because I know how they do things from the previous company that I initially went to the interview. I was like, you know what, let me just try company number 2. I just want to see what's different about them, you know. They also seemed like they were this big reputable company. Yeah, so I went for the first session, which was an information session. So they just told me about the role and all that. Fine. It was a commission-based role also, so I was like, you know what, I'm fine. I have my savings. I can take care of myself while learning and also trying to make money, you know, with commission. I went for the first stage. Second stage, I think it was the interview. Did the interview, I did it well. I passed the interview. And then lastly, it was the like where they were going to explain how the commission works and all that. Yeah, so yay. So that's when the problem started. So I was called in. They explained how commission worked. I was happy about that. They told me that you're not going to be getting a salary. I was fine with that. I already made peace with that. And then they just mentioned other things that I felt like, this is not for me. This is not for me. Firstly, they were not gonna even give me equipment, like resources to work with. I was gonna use my own cell phone, my own laptop. Like, I don't know how to put this, but I didn't feel like they were supporting me enough, you know. So I want to say a lot here, but also I don't want to say a lot because I don't want to come across as a negative person and saying negative things about this role. No, it was like I was paying to have a job, you know. It didn't make sense. So I turned down that offer as well. And actually that offer, I think that company just made me not like the financial advisor roles anymore, because from when did this happen? I think it was late November. Yeah, it was November 2025. So I was now working for about 2 months, and then I got this. So I was like, yeah. But then after November 2025, I never applied for any financial advisor roles. And I know that I can do well there. I know that, like, you know, when you go into an interview and you feel like you don't have to prepare much, because it's like you are breathing this thing, you know. Even if they ask you a question, sometimes even if you don't know the answer, you can just make up an answer because it makes sense in your mind. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's basically what happened. So I think I got like 3 interviews, as I did mention that. Well, 2 from the same company, and then this one from this company that made me not to want to apply for any financial roles again. So yeah, after that, I don't want to lie, I was just discouraged. I was just discouraged. haven't been applying for any financial advisor roles or any roles in the financial industry. If you are thinking about doing the RE5 certificate, go ahead. It does open up opportunities, especially if you have a qualification that is recognized by the FISCA, then I think the sky's the limit. I just got discouraged, that's all. I believe that I could be far, because I do think about maybe if I just went back to the first company and I did that interview and then I started with them, because I feel like their structure like was better, you know. At least they give you support for the first 3 months and all. Honestly, it's not even going a different route. I'm still not sure what's happening. Guys, I turned 30. I was excited about turning 30. I'm not 31, and I feel like I am just all over the place. I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know what's happening with my life, honestly. Yeah. Navigating my 30s, I thought it was gonna be fun, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just all over the place. I'm doing my videos. This is the only thing that keeps me insane. This is the only thing that I know that I want to be doing, because even through the confusion, I can still pick up the camera and I can still have my mic and just talk to the camera, and yeah, but it's life. We're figuring things out. That's the end of this video. I hope it helps. So thank you for allowing me in your space and lending me your ear. Always remember that I love you. Have a lovely, productive day.